Check. I have a Russian sound guy. I have a check 1, 2. Pardon that. I'm going to go ahead and pause this or figure out how to mute it. Welcome everybody, if anybody's even there yet. I am the Djtimx, and I am here to do some flying lessons. Working in career mode here on 2024. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. I've gotten a decent number of certifications now. I'm going to go ahead and go into the game now. I've been working in career mode, like I've been saying. This is something I've been doing a lot of lately. Go ahead and wait for this to load. Now, life's not good unless you have a soda open and next to you. Just saying. It's probably bad for my health, and I know. So, real quick, we're going to look over my certifications, see what I've earned already. I haven't done anything in the helicopter side. Honestly, I'm going to, but I wanted to try and finish this side first. In the first few certifications, as you can see here, there's a bunch of them. In the first few of them, it actually taught me a lot about flying airplanes, and I learned more than what I had already learned in my last 13, 14 years of playing Flight Simulator. That being said, I'm not a pilot. I don't own a license, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is what I do right here. Right. So, last night I got my jet engine rating. I've already got my airline transport pilot rating. I'm currently trying to save up funds to get my next rating, which I think will be jet airline pilot. I may just say screw it and get the scoop endorsement so I can run some more interesting missions. I can do some firefighting missions then. In fact, I think that's where I'm going to go next, and that's only 15,000 credits, and I can get there kind of quick. So, that being said, you need to earn the credits in order to pay for these certification tests. And at this point, they're just tests. They're not even teaching me anything. It's just like, here, go do this, go try this. And it's not that hard. So, there is a possibility of making these companies. I just clicked on the company tab. I don't know, for some reason I haven't gotten so far. I've got to get somewhere here, or here, I guess, to be able to start a company. Yeah. So, like I said, we're going to do some missions. I'm going to start flying pretty here soon. I would love to fly missions that'll get me up towards this area up here. But really, there's not that many. Now, I don't want to fly just any mission. So I'm going to filter these out, and I'm going to filter them out by difficulty. Because these are going to pay more than anything else. That's where I'm at. Great. It's 26,000. Purely going by how much it's paying out. Not looking at where it's going. What kind of aircraft? I guess I look at that a little bit. It's all about the same, isn't it? Premiums have gone down, sir. So we're gonna run this one. Charlie Echo Tango 2. Sounds like a little bit more serious of an airport. I've been going into some pretty sketchy small airports up here in Canada. Really sketchy small airports up in Canada with really tiny runways, and I've gotten a little bit caught up trying to land on some of these runways because the plane here, the Pleiades PC-12, amazing plane, but it's a high speed, high performance plane. And some of these small runways are just not quite doable. So we'll see what happens here. I could easily do my homework and look into what the plane or what the airport looks like, but I'm just going to say screw it, boom, and fly. Now, I guess I could turn down my graphic settings. I could, but I don't. I like it to be pretty. That being said, I wonder if there's anybody actually out there.
Skids are designed to withstand turbulence, but it's crucial that you keep a steady flight speed and adjust to changing conditions. Let's get the cargo there secure and on time.
Okay, let's try that, shall we?
Cabin altitude.
Okay, we got cabin altitude. I cheat. I hit Alt N anytime it gives me the option. Okay. Excuse me. 15 degrees of flaps. It is a pretty serious size runway. How long is it? Looks pretty long. Okay, we're going to stick to the 15 degree of flaps. Let's do this.
Tower, Pilatus Charlie Foxtrot, Yankee ready for departure. Runway 2 tree. IFR to Charlie, Echo Tango 2.
Pilatus Charlie Foxtrot, Yankee, altimeter tree 001. Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 tree.
Okay, we're going to adjust our parameter barrow.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 2 tree. Pilatus Charlie Foxtrot, Yankee.
And we are cleared for takeoff. Now, this game has all kinds of AI into it, but it doesn't, it strikes me as a little odd that I can't personally talk into the mic and it can't understand what I'm saying. So I'll just pretend the person sitting to my right here, whoever that is, I'm gonna pretend that they're the person talking to ATC for me, kind of how it should be anyway. I should have done this first. Let's set our altimeter settings for our, and then our other setting, our directional setting, set the heading. It's going to be eastish. All right, here we go. Throttle up. Go ahead and start our right-hand turn here. Now this is definitely what we call VFR conditions.
Pilatus Charlie Foxtrot, Yankee contact Vancouver Center on 135.05. Good day.
And these mountains make me so nervous.
Pilatus Charlie Foxtrot, Yankee, did you hear my last transmission?
Yes, but I'm in the middle of trying not to crash into a mountain bastard.
Pilatus Charlie Foxtrot, Yankee. Vancouver Center, Pilatus Charlie Foxtrot, Yankee is passing 2,300 climbing flight, level 290. Pilatus Charlie Foxtrot, Yankee. Vancouver Center, altimeter 3001. Radar contact, continue.
All right. We got that locked in. We got the autopilot on. I'm going to adjust the lights a little bit here. We are cruising. Now, I'm going to come down with that a little bit. Before we crash the plane trying to go up too fast. So this is kind of what I call the boring part. We have to get up to 30,000 feet before we can hit the Alt-N key again. So this is like the realistic thing. We're at 7,700. Now the ground proximity warning is on again. And this happened to me in my last flight. It almost never went off. It almost never turned off. That ground proximity light was on the almost whole flight. I wonder if I'm flying the same plane. There we go. We're up and out of the clouds now, which is quite comforting because even though I am IFR rated, I still get a little nervous when I can't see where the mountain is. Because you don't want to fly to the side of a mountain. It's not a fun thing to do. So while we're doing this, I wanted to mention that I am extremely excited about the fact that the Schaumburg Boomers have not only made it into the playoffs, but they have advanced to the next round in the playoffs. This is a pretty cool thing. We went to a lot of their games this year. They won a lot of the games. I have a home run ball upstairs from Christian Fedko, number 3, on June 3rd. He hit that ball out of the park into the kids zone, and I just happened to be up there by the bouncy houses, and it pretty much rolled right up to me. So it was kind of meant to be, and there was no Karen trying to take it away from me. A couple of kids that were kind of running for it that were a little disappointed, but the fact of the matter is my kids were excited about it too. So it rolled up to me, and fate is what fate is. It's the only ball that I think we've gotten, and frankly, we had season tickets, so we went to a lot of games. So they made it to the next round. I'm really rooting for them. I want them to win the championship again this year. I want to give a little shout out to Anthony Calarco, the MVP. In fact, I think he's the league MVP. I've pretty much seen him hit more home runs than anybody this year. And again, Christian Fedko is killing it this year too. There's a lot of really good players on that team, and I'm already kind of looking forward to seeing how far they go and to next year. So I enjoy the Schaumburg Boomers at this point. They're one of the highlights of the summer. So, and I'm not being paid to say any of this. It's just something I do. Now, that being said, another thing that I'm not being paid to say is that I am looking forward to the state final at the Hill BMX for the BMX finals. I'm currently, last I checked, sitting in 3rd place. I'm really hoping to hold on to 3rd place, but I can't guarantee that'll happen. Got some pretty stiff competition. Some really fast old dudes that I'm racing against. My daughter's going to go out there and give it her all, and the Glitter Bomb is going to try and get into 10th place if she can. It may not happen, but she's going to give it her all and try. She's just starting to get good, so this is what happens. Unfortunately, the Cannonball is still on injured reserve and can't race. He will be able to roll the gate. Like, he can't race it, but he can roll across the gate and he can get his points just for showing up. And he probably will get a plate because right now I think he's still in 7th. So that's where we're at with that. I just heard the chirp that comes on the radio, and that means that I think we're going to start getting to... We're still at 18,000. We got to get all the way to 30,000 feet. No, 29. I had to adjust that. Bring our vertical speed down a little bit so we don't lose any speed, really, because you can put yourself all the way into a stall. I almost have done it. If you keep the nose up too far, as you get higher in the sky. I've recently had to get used to flying above 10,000 feet. This here particular plane has a pressurized cabin, and we can do that. Passing 21,600 feet. Go ahead, we'll make a little course adjustment here. N00B. I mean, we could make jokes about the name of our waypoint. We really could. We could. But it would be bad taste, so we won't. So again, this is a newer airplane for me. It's got a different set of controls. I'm used to the different navigational controls, the Garmin G1000. I haven't even taken the time to figure out that one. Whatever's in this thing is different, very specific. I looked at it for half a second. I got a little frustrated, walked away from it. So. Just looking at a few things here. Still nobody watching, but that is pretty typical nowadays. All right, 25,000. So now that we're getting up here, closer to 29, I'm about to start pulling this throttle back. And that's because, first off, the maximum speed has reduced itself to a little over 195 knots. And then as we level off at 29,000 feet, when we level off, we will start to gain quite a bit of speed. Mind me, I'm over here watching these security cameras. Okay. 27.7, 28. Now I really have to pull it back because we're gonna start gaining a lot of speed here soon. All right, so that was the really boring part. We're gonna skip to the scary part here, because when we skip forward, number one, we don't know where we're gonna wind up, what kind of weather, what kind of area. I wound up in a canyon in the fog last time. We just left that same canyon just now, and that was kind of a hairy situation that I got through. It took me 2 go-arounds to land that plane, but that's what happens. If you get in a hairy situation, you just go around. And if that doesn't work, you divert. Unfortunately, there was nowhere to divert to, so I had to go around and really take my time at it. And I landed with 2% of fuel left. So right now we've got 32% of fuel. We're leveled off at 29,000 feet. We're cruising at about 170 knots, and I'm gonna hit the infamous Alt-N button. Skip! All right. Now, as soon as we get out of here, I got to pull that throttle all the way back and slow down, because it will start giving speed warnings.
Latest Charlie Foxtrot Yankee. You can cancel IFR. Continue VFR to your destination. Edmonton Center. Latest Charlie Foxtrot. Latest Charlie Foxtrot Yankee. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Okay, we've got 1 click of flaps at 15. We're going to throw those gear down. Start getting low and announce our coming. Announce our approach.
Charlie Echo Tango 2 traffic. The latest Charlie Foxtrot Yankee. 7 miles east, 3600, inbound to land. Runway 27. Charlie Echo Tango 2 traffic.
Yeah, that's a pretty big, wide runway we're heading for. That's nice to see. Doesn't look to be a lot of mountains around it either. That's pretty nice to see also. I would be calling it already, but they're going to wait.
Charlie Echo Tango 2 traffic. Latest Charlie Foxtrot Yankee is on final. Runway 27 to land. Charlie Echo Tango 2 traffic. Gear.
What was it?
Gear.
Deer?
Gear. Gear.
Gear. How is my gear not down?
Without landing gear that was tight, Captain, but you completed the mission and that's what matters.
I put the gear down. That was pretty wild. It wasn't yelling deer, it was yelling gear. Well, we may redo that one. We're going to abort because I don't want to hear about that. That was pretty rough. What's up, everybody? We just had a little fun trying to land. Didn't work out. But that's okay. The gear failed to come down, but I landed anyway. And I pulled it off. That was pretty nasty. Ew, that's nasty. So we're going to do something different, I think.